Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Speak English podcast. I'm David, and as always, I'm joined by the amazing Sarah, who's here to bring energy and inspiration to our conversation.
Thanks, David. I'm so happy to be here with you and our listeners. Today's episode is going to be exciting because we'll share a powerful secret successful people use to learn faster.
That's right. Have you ever wondered why some people improve their English so quickly, while others seem stuck? There's actually a daily habit that makes all the difference, and it's simple to do.
Exactly. And we'll show you step by step how you can start using this secret right away. By the end of today's talk, you'll see how just a few minutes a day can transform your English fluency.
So before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. That way, you'll always get fresh ideas that help you practice every day and boost your confidence.
And don't be shy. Join the conversation in the comments. We love hearing your experiences and tips. Now, let's get started and uncover the real secret of successful learners together.
The big idea we want to share today is that fluency does not depend on talent or luck. It depends on building simple daily habits that create progress over time, the same way successful people grow in any area of life.
Many learners believe they need long study sessions to improve, but the real secret is much simpler. When you practice every single day, even for a short time, your brain adapts, and English becomes part of your normal routine.
Think of it like watering a plant. If you give it a little water each day, it grows stronger and healthier. But if you forget for weeks and then pour a lot at once, the plant struggles. Your English works in exactly the same way.
Successful people don't wait for the perfect moment to practice. They understand that small actions, repeated daily, create powerful results. That's why they treat fluency as a habit, not as something random they do only sometimes.
You don't need to change your entire life to make progress. The secret is to connect English with things you already do. Listening while walking, repeating phrases while cooking, or describing your day are all simple but effective habits.
What makes this so powerful is consistency. When you repeat a habit over and over, your mind stops resisting and starts accepting it as natural. Over time, English becomes less like a subject to study and more like a skill you use daily.
Another important point is momentum. Each small practice session adds to the next one, and soon you feel unstoppable. That momentum is what keeps you motivated, even on days when you don't feel like practicing much.
People often overcomplicate learning, but the truth is progress comes from action, not from perfection. When you take daily steps, you create progress automatically. Successful learners know that mistakes are part of the journey.
If you make practicing a daily part of your identity, you no longer need to think about whether to do it or not. It becomes automatic, like brushing your teeth. That's when you notice your fluency growing naturally without pressure.
So the main concept is clear. Fluency is built through habits, not occasional effort. The people who succeed are not the ones who practice once in a while, but the ones who decide to live with English every single day in simple ways.
Imagine you wake up in the morning and before checking your phone, you say one simple phrase in English out loud, like describing how you feel. Doing this daily starts your brain in English mode and makes the language feel natural.
Another idea is to use small waiting moments. For example, while waiting for coffee to be ready, repeat a short sentence you know well. It only takes a few seconds, but this daily habit strengthens your fluency and boosts confidence.
You can also practice by describing what you see. Look around your room or outside the window and say simple sentences like, "The sun is shining," or "The chair is next to the table." This turns ordinary moments into practice time.
A powerful method is reading a short paragraph out loud every day. It doesn't need to be long. The key is to hear your own voice producing the language. Over time, your mouth gets used to the sounds, and speaking becomes smoother.
Music can also be a great tool. Pick one song you like in English and sing along. The melody helps with memory, and repeating the lyrics daily gives you rhythm and pronunciation practice while also being fun and enjoyable.
If you watch a short video or listen to a podcast, try repeating 1 or 2 sentences after the speaker. This technique is powerful because it helps you copy natural speech and connect words together more fluently in real conversation.
Another simple practice is to talk to yourself in English for 1 minute a day. You can describe your plans, your feelings, or what you did yesterday. That single minute builds fluency faster than waiting for a long, perfect study time.
Using reminders can help too. Write one English phrase on a sticky note and place it where you see it often, like on your desk or mirror. Every time you see it, say it aloud. This quick repetition trains your brain to remember easily.
Technology can support your practice. For example, set your phone or computer to English. Every time you interact with it, you see familiar words. This daily exposure gives you constant mini-lessons without extra study time.
What makes these small practices effective is not their difficulty, but their consistency. By repeating them every day, you teach your brain that English is part of your life, and little by little, fluency grows naturally and steadily.
When you practice English every day, one of the biggest benefits is that your brain starts to think in English naturally. You stop translating word by word and begin to react faster, which makes conversations flow smoothly.
Daily practice also builds confidence. Each time you use English, even for a few seconds, you feel stronger and more capable. Over time, this confidence gives you the courage to speak with others without hesitation or fear.
Another benefit is memory improvement. By repeating short phrases and hearing yourself daily, your brain remembers words more easily. Instead of forgetting what you studied, English stays fresh and ready when you need it.
Practicing every day helps with pronunciation too. Your mouth and tongue get used to the sounds, and your voice becomes clearer. You don't need long lessons, just consistent repetition that trains your muscles over time.
Daily exposure also improves listening. When you practice a little each day, your ears become more sensitive to the rhythm and sounds of English. Soon, you'll understand native speakers faster and catch details you once missed.
Another advantage is reduced stress. When English is part of your daily life, it feels normal. You don't panic before a conversation because your brain is already used to producing and hearing English all the time.
Practicing daily also keeps your motivation high. Instead of waiting for big results, you notice small improvements each week. These little victories remind you that you are moving forward, which inspires you to keep going.
Consistency also creates discipline, a skill that helps in every part of life. When you build the habit of practicing English daily, you prove to yourself that you can commit, and this discipline spreads into other goals you pursue.
Another great benefit is flexibility. Because English is part of your routine, you can adapt easily to different situations, like work, travel, or social events. You feel ready to respond without needing time to prepare.
And finally, the biggest benefit is transformation. By making English a daily habit, you stop seeing it as a school subject and start living with it as a natural skill, opening doors to opportunities and deeper connections worldwide.
The first step is to keep it simple. Don't try to do too much at once. Pick one small activity in English each day, like repeating a short phrase or listening to a 2-minute podcast, and commit to doing it consistently.
The second step is to connect English to something you already do daily. For example, practice while brushing your teeth, cooking, or walking. Linking practice to habits makes it easier to stay consistent without extra effort.
The third step is repetition. Don't worry about finding new material every day. Repeating the same phrase or activity several times builds fluency. Each time you repeat, your brain becomes more comfortable with the language.
The fourth step is to speak out loud. Thinking silently is good, but saying the words gives your mouth and ears real practice. Even if it feels strange at first, this step is what makes the language natural and ready for conversation.
The fifth step is to set a short timer. Practicing for even 1 or 2 minutes every day can be powerful. The timer removes pressure because you know it's short, and it helps you focus fully on English for that moment.
The sixth step is to use reminders. Place sticky notes with English words or phrases where you see them, or set a daily phone alarm that says, "Practice English." These little prompts make sure you never forget your daily habit.
The seventh step is to track progress. Write down the sentences or phrases you practiced each day. Over a week, you'll notice patterns, and over a month, you'll see real progress, which motivates you to continue practicing daily.
The eighth step is variety. Even small changes like practicing in the morning one day and at night the next keep the habit interesting. Variety helps you stay engaged without losing the consistency that builds fluency.
The ninth step is to stay flexible. Some days you may have more time, other days less. Don't skip, just adjust. Even if you practice for 1 minute, it counts. The key is not perfection, but showing up every single day.
The 10th step is to celebrate. Give yourself credit for practicing. Smile, say "I did it," or share it with a friend. Celebrating small wins builds positive feelings that make the habit stronger and keep you motivated long-term.
A common mistake learners make is waiting for the perfect time or perfect mood to practice. If you wait for everything to feel right, you'll never start. The key is to practice anyway, even if it's just for a few minutes.
Another mistake is trying to do too much at once. Some people overload themselves with long lists of words or hours of practice, then quit because it feels heavy. Small, consistent steps are always better than sudden bursts of effort.
Many learners compare themselves to others, and this creates frustration. You may see someone speaking fluently and feel behind, but everyone has a different journey. Focus on your own progress, not on competing with others.
One big mistake is thinking you need to be perfect before speaking. Waiting until you never make mistakes only delays progress. Successful learners practice even with errors, because mistakes are proof that learning is happening.
Skipping practice because of a busy day is another trap. If you think, "I'll do it tomorrow," soon tomorrow never comes. Even a 1-minute practice keeps your streak alive, and that's what protects your momentum from fading away.
Another mistake is focusing only on passive activities, like listening without speaking. Listening is useful, but fluency grows when you actually use your voice. Speaking out loud every day is what builds natural conversation skills.
Some people expect fast results and get discouraged when progress feels slow. Fluency takes time, just like fitness. Avoid this by celebrating small wins. Each sentence spoken is proof of growth, even if you don't see it immediately.
A common error is depending only on motivation. Motivation goes up and down, but habits are stronger. Instead of waiting to feel ready, rely on your daily routine. Discipline keeps you moving, even when motivation is low.
Many learners also avoid practicing with themselves because they feel silly. Talking to yourself may seem strange, but it's powerful. Once you accept this practice, you gain confidence to speak with others more naturally.
And the last mistake is giving up too early. People stop when results don't appear fast. The truth is, fluency grows slowly but surely. Avoid this by trusting the process and reminding yourself that daily action always leads forward.
Here's your challenge. Starting today, choose one short phrase in English and say it out loud 3 times during the day. Even a simple sentence like, "I'm improving every day," can train your brain to think and speak naturally in English.
Make it part of your daily routine. You can do it in the morning while walking or before going to bed. The key is repetition and consistency, so your mind and mouth get used to producing English without effort over time.
Try describing your surroundings in English for a few minutes each day. Look around and say simple sentences aloud. For example, "The sun is shining," or "The cup is on the table." These small actions build fluency step by step.
Another idea is to talk to yourself about your plans or feelings in English. Even 1 minute counts. The more you practice thinking and speaking out loud, the faster your brain accepts English as part of your daily life.
Record yourself if possible and listen later. You'll notice improvements, even small ones. Recording helps you track progress, build confidence, and become more aware of how naturally you're starting to produce English words.
Challenge yourself to repeat one new phrase every day for a week. By the end of 7 days, you'll have built a small but solid habit that strengthens fluency and prepares you for longer sentences and real-life conversations naturally.
Share your chosen phrase in the comments so we can celebrate your progress. Seeing other learners participate keeps motivation high and helps you feel part of a supportive community practicing English together every single day.
Remember, the goal is consistency, not perfection. Even if you make mistakes, the habit matters more than flawless speech. Each attempt rewires your brain and gradually turns English into a natural skill you use without thinking.
Use this challenge to notice patterns in your own learning. Which phrases feel easier? Which ones are harder? Awareness helps you adjust your daily practice and focus on areas that need improvement while keeping momentum strong.
By completing this mission, you're proving to yourself that daily practice works. Small actions repeated consistently create huge results over time. Comment your phrase, commit to your habit, and watch your English fluency grow every day.
Today we explored the secrets successful people use to improve English fluency every day, showing how small, consistent actions build confidence, listening skills, and speaking naturally without relying on long study sessions or complicated methods.
We explained practical ways to integrate English into your daily life, using short exercises, repetition, and small habits that transform learning into a natural routine. So fluency grows steadily and becomes part of who you are over time.
We also shared the main benefits of daily practice, including faster thinking in English, better memory, clearer pronunciation, and less fear when speaking, proving that even small moments of practice can create real, lasting progress every day.
Common mistakes like waiting for the perfect time, overloading yourself, or comparing progress with others were discussed, along with ways to avoid them, emphasizing that consistency, patience, and small wins are what truly lead to fluency success.
We encouraged you to follow a clear step-by-step plan, including repetition, speaking out loud, connecting practice to your daily life, and celebrating small victories, showing that these simple steps are powerful tools for anyone looking to improve.
Now it's your turn. Share in the comments one small habit or phrase you will practice daily. If you reach this point, it shows you really want to improve your English fluency. Don't forget to subscribe and like to continue your journey with us.
Pick one key word from today's episode, like habit, and write a comment using it to tell us what you enjoyed the most. Your interaction helps us create more content that really supports your English learning in practical ways every single day.
Remember, fluency is not about perfection or long study sessions, but about consistent daily practice. Keep applying what we discussed, celebrate each small success, and enjoy the journey. Comment, subscribe, and like to stay connected with our tips.